Hello Taurus and welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your next 3 months tarot reading for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, so I hope you're well. As always, the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you. So welcome Taurus, let's see what we have for you. We're looking at January to March 2025. What I've done is I've pulled out the relevant months from your yearly 2025 tarot reading, which I will link below. So in January we have the Two of Cups, Four of Cups is February, and the Page of Wands is March. We'll pull some additional messages, additional cards, look at any overarching messages, as well as any individual ones, because a lot can happen in 1 month, let alone 3 in different areas of life. So what do we have for our lovely Taurians, angel spirits, guides for the next 3 months, starting with January? Two of Cups, Knight of Wands. I've pulled out 2 cards here. We have Justice and the Wheel of Fortune. Four of Cups. What do we have for Taurus? On the table, thank you. Angel spirits, guides, thank you. So we have the Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, and we have the Two of Pentacles. Let's see what we have with the Page of Wands here. We have the Five of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and we have the Four of Wands. Taurus, there is a really specific message coming through here. I mean, you could look at, let's talk about love romance first here, because I'm really getting a message across the board on both of those. And then I will go back into any individual messages that I'm getting here. But there's just such a clear message coming through here. So the Two of Cups is my bond between 2 people. It can be friendship, love romantic, can be family, it can be family, it can be people who we are bonded with. You could even have that as a work, person as well. But if we're just talking about the romantic or personal side of things first, because the Knight of Wands actually can be in romantic terms, even as a friendship. The Knight of Wands is somebody who isn't always reliable. They might be coming in and out of your life. And, I mean, this would be a very powerful arrival again, for sure, if this is to do with a relationship on whatever context that is. A sense of... The Knight of Wands can be fickle. They follow their passions and they don't really fully comprehend or take into account the effect their actions have on other people as well. They just go and do what they want to do, male or female, with the Knight of Wands. So this is the energy at play, sometimes termed a player energy, which it can be. It's not always limited to that. But this can be somebody who is exciting. There is clearly attraction and chemistry, certainly on the romantic front with this person. There's passion. But I think, and there's an opportunity here to, either in an existing relationship that you're in with somebody, you might be messed around, you might find them not reliable, you might feel that you have to make a choice now in terms of whether you want to stay in this relationship or whether you want change, complete change. Being fully averse here, Taurus, that the choice that you make, the decision that you make, you live with the consequences of your actions, which we all do, when justice appears. What we put time and energy into, we get back, but actions and consequences with this, and that goes for decisions as well. Even no decision still even has a consequence. So this is the energy here. Deep down we know what the right thing to do is with justice, but it's whether we choose to do the right thing or not. We live with the consequences of those actions. This is really the energy here. Because Spirit is telling you, do you want to stay on this cycle with this person, or do you want to break free of it? The choice is yours. But ultimately we'll live with those consequences and decisions of our actions either way. And this is the energy at play. And it really is about letting experience be your guide at what's led to this point and how you move forward. Now, if it wasn't romantic, it can represent sometimes a friendship, for example, is the best thing that I can describe, who, again, might not be reliable, might be fickle, might be on your side and then not on your side, in and out of your life, so to speak. Or they go and do what they want to do and they apologize for it later and then they ask for forgiveness. And, it comes to a point where you kind of say, well, why do you do that? Why do you do that if we have a bond between each other? Why do you go and behave in that way? So it can also be that kind of energy too that you might be dealing with, again, male or female. Again, the choice remains in terms of whether you want to continue going around the houses with this person, or whether you want to kind of, move in a different direction and break free of that kind of cyclical energy. The choice will be yours. And I think that's what you're thinking about, because the Four of Cups is really considering what's being offered here. They're not saying yes, they're not saying no, and it can sometimes be linked with despondency. Something is lackluster. I'm not sure if I want to accept what's being asked of me or what somebody's reaching out to ask of me here. This is to do with emotions and feelings. And you have to listen to your instinct and your intuition here with the Four of Cups, but give consideration to what's being said. Because again, the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Ace of Wands, it can represent an energy here of either being at a crossroads and really questioning whether someone means what they say and the stability and solidity behind that, or whether it's time for change in terms of moving through a new door and breaking free of this person. For others of you, it can represent giving somebody another chance and walking through a new door on that basis. But Spirit is kind of saying deep down, you know what the right thing to do with. There is an exciting new beginning awaiting for you. It represents growth, potential, excitement, passion, chemistry. It can represent that with a person, but it can also be the Ace of Wands is purely being where our heart and soul is leading us to take action. Something that where we see growth, something that connects to our excitement and enthusiasm. And you're at some kind of crossroads. This can represent, do I take a chance on this person or not? Or do I break free of this person or not and step into the unknown? Either way, the choice is yours, and that's right below justice. Because there's a kind of question with this Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles can be sometimes when we feel a little bit overwhelmed and we're not sure whether to move from one thing to another. We're not sure whether what someone's asking of us is going to be stable and solid for the future, and do you trust it? I think that you're just weighing things up here and what you're looking for, maybe long term in a relationship, and is this it? The Page of Wands is an exciting new path. It can represent starting a brand new path, brand new direction, full of possibility, growth, passion, enthusiasm, excitement, potential. This feels like moving in a new direction here. And taking action and being ready to take action here, because where we have inaction with the Four of Cups and there's a lot of contemplative energy, The Page of Wands is action-orientated energy in March. You know, the Five of Cups is regret. Regret that something isn't working out for you and letting it go. You know, and as we recognize that with the Five of Cups, Spirit is telling you, yes, there will be an emotional period to move on from what was to what will be, but Spirit is assuring you that there are two cups full of hope, possibility, fulfillment around you. So sometimes we have to give ourselves a little bit of time to let go, to come to terms with the situation, to accept something's not working for us. But then don't let that stop you from moving on to where there is growth and possibility and even the potential of new love here. You know, it's interesting because the Four of Wands, I think that there's a strong sense of your family in particular might be very happy about that. They might not like the person that you were with. I mean, you could also, the Nine of Pentacles, stand on your own 2 feet in your own abundance, independent, because you know your self-worth, your value, and nothing less than that. And you're happy to let go of something that's not giving you anything, not giving you your value, your recognition, your worth, which is, I feel, is why you're letting it go. You're kind of measuring it against what you'll want here in a scenario and choosing likely to be on your own rather than to be with somebody who is just messing you around. Now, again, even in terms of friendship, it might well be that you're questioning, is this adding to my life? Is this person adding anything to my life? Or is it time to kind of move in a new direction and accept that it's just not working out for me? These are the fundamental energies at play. Now, Taurus, because I think it's 1 page in this reading, there's always a kind of energy here that you might be helping someone, directly somebody, it could be a child, somebody who's going through this situation as well, and wanting them to realize their own value and worth and what they deserve and nothing less than that. Certainly if you are family, you know, with the Four of Wands. This can be sometimes on the other foot where something that's really important to you, of someone who's very close to you, which a child would be, you might be trying to guide somebody around making some significant decision here and trying to show them what the right thing to do is, but fully understanding that they're accountable for their life and their actions and they have to figure it out themselves a lot of the time and be there as a kind of guide, so to speak, to help, I guess, is the energy here as well. So this can also play out that way too. But I think that there's just a strong sense of the Four of Wands, what brings us stability, security, groundedness, rootedness. And there's just a strong energy here, Taurus, of this just, for some of you, it just feels like this person is not right for this individual or this person isn't right for me. It's not adding anything to my life. Free will, the choice, like justice, is always yours. Let's have a look at money, career, finances, because I was kind of getting a significant message with this too. The Two of Cups can be my bond between two people, but we can instantly bond with people. Certainly in terms of if we meet somebody who we instantly bond with, it could well be a friendship or romantic partner, or somebody who we're bonded with might be instrumental also in opening up a new business or career path for you as well. But this can actually be about meeting someone and really getting on very well with them, you know, so this can also represent bonding with an individual, and it just feels really positive. The Knight of Wands can represent offers and opportunities for change. The Knight of Wands brings opportunity in terms of business, career, projects, initiatives. So very exciting change with the Knight of Wands. It would be quite fast change if that's the case. With Justice and the Wheel of Fortune, it might well be that there's an opportunity here, Taurus, to potentially, justice can actually be linked with things like contracts. It can be linked with us actually reaping the rewards of our efforts. So when justice appears, it can be through efforts and hard work. We're reaping the fruits of our labour, so to speak, as well. But it's also a very positive energy in terms of rebalancing something that's been out of balance as well. Whether you're moving from one job to another, or whether you're wanting to rebalance something in your life through efforts and hard work in a scenario, the same energy applies. Because the Wheel of Fortune is good luck and good fortune, divine timing and orchestration, synchronicities, events unfolding to bring you good luck and good fortune. So there's just a strong energy of change. It can represent that transmutable energy of endings and beginnings, things turning in your favour, positive change unfolding. Is a strong energy of that here. Divinely timed and orchestrated as always. So that if there is somebody significant here, Taurus, that you're bonded with, that is influential in bringing opportunity to you, Spirit is telling you this is your karmic reward, so to speak, to bring positive change to your situation. Now, the Four of Cups can actually be here, Taurus, where we're not sure. We're not sure whether to accept what's offered to us or not. This can be when we're in a situation where we're not particularly happy. It can represent boredom, apathy, despondency. But even when opportunity presents itself, we don't necessarily kind of grab it with both hands. So I feel that something could be offered to you here. But you need to really trust your instincts and your intuition. It can sometimes represent that something might be offered to you in a different form, and it might well be a little bit different than what you expect as well. Or you're not sure if you're ready to leave or embrace it. It could be a factor of the unknown in some way as well. Because the Four of Cups, sometimes that sense of the unknown can keep us stuck in where is familiar as well. Sometimes called the missed opportunity card, the Four of Cups. You need to really listen to your instinct and intuition and consider what's being offered to you, and then make choices and decisions for you. As always with justice, we live with the consequences of our actions and decisions. So again, should you choose to stay where you are for whatever reason, and sometimes we have valid reasons, then you live with that kind of energy of the Four of Cups. Like I said, there's sometimes boredom, despondency, it's lackluster, but it's what suits us for now. So sometimes that can be the energy. For others of you, it might well be that there's a little bit of a divine nudge here, certainly intuitively, to consider what you're being offered, because this is how you bring change to your situation. Yes, it does represent stepping into the unknown. Yes, it does represent in this kind of energy of potentially moving out of a comfort zone that's not necessarily enjoyable for you, but you know it. These are the energies at play. And the Two of Pentacles can be about the opportunity for change, moving from what was to what will be, and being open to be flexible and adaptable. The choice, however, is yours on whether you do that or not, whether you stay where you are or you go for this opportunity. But it looks like certainly by February time, the opportunity is there. The opportunity is yours. January and February, exciting new opportunity, very positive in terms of business, career, projects, initiatives, something that has real potential to grow, and Spirit is bringing this into you because it's bringing in positive change, but you ultimately have to decide whether you want to step beyond some kind of comfort zone to grab hold of this. That would be the energy here. I think that you are. I mean, the Page of Wands is actually going for it and can be, like I said, moving in a new direction. So this is action. After I feel some consideration, there's a feeling of let's do it, let's move forward, let's go for it. Five of Cups, but there's recognition that you are letting something go. And that can be sad. Sometimes it can be we recognize what needs to be let go of with the Five of Cups in order to move on to something better. But I feel that, so there could well be some emotional attachment to what's keeping you stuck with the Four of Cups. Maybe you've got a strong friendship network there. Maybe you enjoy the job itself. Whatever the scenario is, but there are things that are despondent and not working for you. And there's a recognition of here letting something go in order to move towards something better, or something that holds great potential. The Nine of Pentacles is a wonderful energy here, Taurus, of getting what you deserve, reaping the fruits of your labour, which is what Spirit is wanting to bring into you. The Nine of Pentacles is one of the wealth cards of Tarot. We work and we achieve. We get to the place where we want to be, financially, recognition-wise, abundance-wise, money-wise. An opportunity for you to thrive. But it feels a little bit bittersweet. It could also be here, if you're letting go of your own business as well, that you have a strong attachment to. For example, if your own business wasn't working and you feel it's time to get a job, the same energy would apply. It feels like there's sadness in terms of letting something go, but there's also celebration in terms of financial success and stability. The Four of Wands, happy home, happy family, four corners of stability and security, celebrations, is what I see here. So those were the messages coming through for you here, Taurus, and I really just did want to cover them because there was just such a clear message coming through for both of those areas. The additional message that I want to say to you here, Taurus, if you are thinking about change in terms of moving or relocating, March would be the time that new path would open up for you. And again, sometimes there's sadness in terms of leaving a current place, but it might well be. Sometimes the Four of Wands can also be buying a new home or property, but it can also be about the importance of family, moving near family, for example, as well. The need to move for whatever reason. But we still let go of what's been familiar. We still let go of things that we had an attachment to. And that takes time too. There's an acceptance here of needing to let something go and moving on to something that holds real positive potential. But you feel it's time to take action. These energies would apply in March time. Your luckiest month is clearly January. So this is a very fortunate month for you. And good luck and good fortune. And you might notice synchronicities, things unfolding, divine timing and orchestration, a lucky break even coming in. It could well be from someone who is connected to you in some way, or someone that you could be meeting. New beginnings opening up, powerful energies of that happening in February time. So Taurus, that's what I have for you. Let's pull you a fortune card. What do we have for Taurus? Next 3 months for Taurus. Angel Spirits Guides. Eagle number 9. You will soar toward your destiny with greater clarity and strength. The Wheel of Fortune is destiny, destiny at play. Let's see what we have for you. What do we have for Taurus? I'm going to pull you a spirit message, spirit animal card. I'm going to choose from this deck because it's a little large. We have the Black Bear, Guardian, gentle and wise protector. Give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. And finally, Taurus, let's pull you a destiny card. What do we have for Taurus? Angel Spirits Guides. Message for Taurus. Message for Taurus. Enlightenment. Let's read that out. The picture shows the vast galaxy. Enlightenment occurs when one steps out of the confines of an ordinary definition of self and expands into a greater awareness of the self within the universe. You are now reaching into the invisible realm of spirit and connecting with what you cannot see. Forces beneath the surface are supporting you on your journey. Have faith in yourself. You are so much more than you believe yourself to be. Have patience that there is a plan unfolding. The sky is the limit. This card represents enlightenment and signals that you are entering into an expansive transformation in a luminous and remarkable way. Trust that the changes ahead are for the greater good, for most certainly they are. Taurus, that's what I have for you for the next 3 months. I hope you enjoyed your reading, found it helpful, useful. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. I wish you a wonderful next 3 months, and I'll see you next time.